ahead of second place Mamelodi Sundowns, and to be fair, nobody really expected them to pose a threat to you at all. Can you tell us what did you feel as you went into the last bunch of matches?
Actually, our last season experience made us tougher. We didn't take anything lightly. The gap or the point difference, we were not looking at it. We are just focused on our team and on ourselves and winning our games. That's it.
In fact, a little earlier this morning, we had your coach here at SABC, Stuart Baxter, was here chatting to one of our colleagues earlier on this morning, and said exactly that, about how last year's experience was something that you worked on very hard to make sure that the complacency does not set in, that you just take it game by game, and that's pretty much what you ended up doing, isn't it, Chaba?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we learned, the lesson the hard way, which was not an easy thing to swallow, and this season we came out stronger, much determined, and we were all looking forward, to the challenges, and I'm grateful that we overcame them, and we are the winners now, and thanks to the hard work we put in, and the coach and everyone, that played a part.
In fact, a lot of people are quite surprised when they hear that you still train. I mean, that free kick that you scored recently, that was a world-class free kick. The kind of free kick that a lot of people come to expect from watching the English Premier League or La Liga, but it's happening right here in our own PSL. How often do you actually practice those free kicks to get it right, spot on, with all of that pressure on you during the match?
Thanks. Yes, I think I scored two great goals from free kick position. We put a lot of effort at training in the set place, but I've been practicing more on delivering the ball for our big boys, your Masha, your Tower, from corner kicks and set plays from the side.
Now, with that said, let's have a look, see in terms of like the rest of the team and how it's been performing. Looking at the awards that you have been winning this particular season, you already picked up some extra awards this afternoon. You've picked up the Q4 Innovation Award. And it's the second time this season that you guys have won the quarterly award. What do you make of that? I mean, is this your season? Is this the time when you can say, you know what, everything is just falling right for us? Or is it just because of the hard work that you've been putting in throughout the season?
I can say it's because of the hard work, and it was my third season with Kaizer Chiefs, and first season we won the double, and we're fortunate enough this season we win the double, and it's down to the hard work.
Right now, having said that, we're looking at pictures of you guys celebrating with all of those people watching you celebrating this win. In fact, in receiving your cup, this is quite a special moment. I mean, does it go down in your mind as one of the most special moments you've had in your 3 seasons at Kaizer Chiefs, or do you think have there been other moments that you think can qualify as just as good as this?
It's most definitely my proud moment and highlight of my career. Winning the league championship is not easy, as they always say. It's a marathon, and celebrating it with our fans and seeing everyone happy, it's a great feeling as well.
Now, one of the things that a lot of people have been looking at is some of the shenanigans that were going on the stage, the jumping up and down, that kind of thing. A lot of people were hoping that we might be able to see that happening also in the CAF Champions League. Now, that was a little bit of a disappointment for a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans. But with that said, we do know that you've got plans to try and to make good by the fans that are hoping to see you beating the rest of the teams from the continent. What have you got in your mind in terms of going forward, Shaba, because you're going to be facing them again next year? You topped the league, you're facing them again next year. What have you got going forward in your mind?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now that we have overcome the biggest hurdle, winning the league, it's a great honor, and we still want more. We're not satisfied. We still need other challenges as well. So competing in the CAF, it's a huge hurdle as well. I think we participated twice and we were not successful. and I think on both occasions we've learned a lot, and I trust that the third time we'll go far.
Right now, the goal scoring record of Kaizer Chiefs is well documented, but the goals against Kaizer Chiefs, that's something that a lot of people haven't quite looked at. You guys have done extremely well in defense, and I think it's a whole team effort, but a lot of it has rested on your shoulders. I think it's 14 goals only scored against you in the PSL this season. That's fantastic stuff.
Yes, our coach always tells us that strong defense wins championship and good attack wins games. And so we work very hard at training in our defending. So, and we've been fortunate enough. We haven't had major injuries, to the team or suspensions. So, playing with the same back four, the confidence amongst the guys at the back, and obviously it's not only the back four and the goalkeeper, it's the team effort.
No, absolutely. And now let's gloat a little bit about the records that you've actually managed to get for this particular season. I'm sure now that you're done with the season, now that you've got the cup, you remember exactly what you've done. Let's touch a little bit. For those of you that don't know, all right, several PSL records were broken. We've got the largest points tally for a 16-team PSL league, 69 points. That's amazing. We've got the most number of unbeaten games. That's 19. Were you at any point, were you aware of these records as you were breaking them, or did you just find out about it the next day when you read the newspaper?
I think for us was to focus at one game at a time. That was the objective. We knew that there is a long-term goal of features to win the league, and when you play well, when you win games, obviously you will break those records. So it was not about breaking records, but winning each and every game as it comes.
No, you've definitely done that, and you've done extremely well at that. And I know there are a lot of people that are grateful that we managed to get you onto the show to share this with you, to share this moment with you. And once again, congratulations from the SportsLive team.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think it has been a hard journey. It was never easy. But we are grateful, that one day when you're old, we look back and say we were that generation, that broke those records, that brought success to Kaizer Chiefs. I think that's why we play football, to leave a legacy and a strong one.
No, phenomenal. I want to thank you very much. Any last words? Any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
No, just like to thank the fans. They've been there since day one, and it's nice seeing those pictures. Everyone happy, everyone jumping around, and we're very grateful for their support, and we're looking forward already to the upcoming season.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks. We think that's going to be a great one. We've got one more match to go before anybody else goes, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Carling Black Label, and we're going to be touching base a little bit to see what our viewers actually have got to say about your win. We know that Tabiso's standing by. He's got a whole bunch of tweets that he's going to share that people are talking about what you have managed to do this season. Let's take a look at this and see what they got to say.
Thank you indeed, Kendall. And well, to your guests, earlier this evening when we told everyone that we got Kaizer Chiefs coming in, we sent out a message for you guys at home. So look, what are your thoughts? And as far as Chiefs, what do you think they did? How did they do it? And obviously, let's tell, a couple of thousand tweets came from. I'm going to give you the first couple ones. I think the first one is from Olani Ngwegazi. He says, well, Amakosi deserved to win the league. They were the most consistent throughout the season. Pumzile82 says, well, thank you everyone in the team. That has been a long journey to everyone who is so close to the club. #champions there. Shane Founder Matlala says, well done, Amakosi, because of you guys, we can now wear the team jersey. El Kedah, big up and good luck for the next season. Ben Mataila says, well, Kaizer Chiefs played exceptionally well through the season. Congratulations. We'll take one more from Sizwe, and he says, congratulations, boys. Keep it up. You made us proud supporters. Very happy indeed. And the other one from Sunley says, congratulations, Baxter and company. You made us proud. I think let me throw it back to your guest there, Kendall. I think the one thing that came out throughout from the tweets and what everyone's saying is the consistency, Shaba, that you guys had on the field. And there were side issues, but it never let, obviously you guys moved away from that because you kept your cool. I mean, you brought back the trophy, and some of the records that Kendall was mentioning now, the most number of games unbeaten, 19, the most clean sheets, 19. That's got to do with a team that is quite disciplined, and that's how you probably could have stolen the show. And obviously your fans were expecting this because it has been a while. Shaba, what do you think?
Yeah, I think definitely, being consistent was very key for us, and the squad that we had, I think we've had the same squad for the past three seasons. So the coach has worked with that group, for quite some time, and I think all of us are responding well to his coaching philosophy. And most importantly, we very united. We like a family. Whoever plays knows that he has a role to play, even if you're on the bench or you're not on the team. We all have a role to play. Hence, you saw those pictures. We celebrated as a collective.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, that's true. One can definitely see that it is a collective. It is a group of people that believe in what they're doing as a unit. And, your successes definitely show that. Don't you think, Tubbs?
Yeah, well, Kendall, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask, maybe Tshepo can answer this one for me. The question then comes in, Africa has always been the subject around South African teams. How do you think Kaizer Chiefs will fare this time around? Because obviously a good sojourn in Africa makes for an even probably better, well-prepared Bafana team in the long run. So we need you guys at club level to actually break the ground and go out and play in Africa. How do you think you guys will manage that?
We're going to Africa for the third time now. I'm sure we've learned from the past experience, and obviously we'd love to go all the way and lift the trophy, get the star on our badge. As players, we'd love that. I know our fans want it so bad, but with so saying, it's never easy. We have to travel, we have to come back, play our league games. There's suspensions, injuries, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to give it our all. Hopefully, we can go all the way.
Here's the question. Is that a sticky subject for you as a team, that badge? Because the other team always says, you can win, you don't have a badge.
Not really. we just want to bring success, to the team. I think we all in the team to add value. Like I said, that we want to be remembered as that generation that brought success. So it's a tough challenge, but we are for it. I think every player wants to compete at the highest level, wants to compete against the best, and we no different from that. We want to compete. We want to compete at the highest level, and hopefully next season we will be ready.
Right. No, I think that's been fantastic stuff. I think, having said that, I do believe that we are going to be seeing a different campaign from Kaizer Chiefs next year when you go into the CAF Champions League, especially because you've had this last experience which wasn't all that you wanted it to be, as success-driven as you are. Tubbs, I think we let these boys go.
Yeah. Take a quick break right here on SportsLive. When you return, we've got one more story before we say goodnight. You're watching SABC News Channel 404. This is SportsLive.